Good evening. I'm Regina Philangi. We welcome you to the very first premiere edition of our new news show we're calling Today's News Tonight, where we catch you up on all the news of the day later in the evening. Tonight, we will be looking at a handful of stories from today so that you will be better informed for tomorrow, which is the next day that we'll be covering in tomorrow night's broadcast, at which point it'll once again be today. Right. So moving on. Our lead story tonight, which is from earlier today, is about the blackouts in the greater Chicago metro area. Here to tell us more about that is our field reporter, Nanya Business, who investigated the story earlier today.
Thank you, Regina. The news of the day tonight is that Chicago is in the dark. A widespread blackout covered the greater metropolitan area today. I spoke with many city officials and utility personnel who have been working on the situation all day and into the night, and they have assured me that the lights will be back on later this evening. That is, I spoke to them earlier today, and they indicated that the lights would be back on later tonight, which isn't now, but will be rather late into the night, but not at the time of this live broadcast. Currently, as of this reporting, and as expected, the power still has not been restored in Chicago, and work continues into the late evening hours with hopes that later tonight, or even perhaps early tomorrow morning, Chicago residents will finally all be out of the dark. Unless they're outside, of course, in which case it'll still be dark.
Nanya, is there any hope that the lights of Chicago will be back on tomorrow night, the time of our next broadcast?
It's hard to say, Regina. As mentioned at the time of this broadcast, city officials were hopeful that power would be restored before midnight tonight, or which is to say before tomorrow morning, rather. But there have been no meaningful signs of progress so far this evening. We will, of course, be staying on top of this breaking news situation, and we'll bring you up-to-date news on all the progress that will be made later into the days tonight and in the waking hours of tomorrow's today or on tomorrow night's broadcast.
Thank you, Nanya. We now move on to the weather with today's news tonight, Chief Meteorologist Stephen Crappert. So I'm told by my producers that unfortunately we must begin this segment with the very first editorial note. You see, due to an unanticipated problem as we were dutifully preparing for our world premiere broadcast tonight, we recorded this particular segment of our broadcast earlier this morning, which now, in retrospect, has become somewhat problematic. Therefore, the weather forecast you're about to see tonight was recorded earlier today in anticipation of this evening's broadcast so that we could bring you today's weather forecast tonight. And well, yes, we're still working out a few things around here. Things best laid plans, you know. Anyways, we now go to Stephen Crappert for today's news weather tonight.
Thank you, Regina Philangi. The day's forecast will see rainstorms developing across the Midwest, up into portions of New England throughout the day, with a chance of scattered rain. And rainstorms, just in case you don't know, look a lot like this. You know, it's brilliant. God. Later on tonight, western and mountain states will see a mix of rain and snow as a cold front races in from the north, right here, as you can see. A front is expected to move in rapidly during the early evening hours and into the night. Wait, no, sorry. It says it. Wait, no. No. Am I supposed to be saying this in the past tense or the future tense? Right. But this is today's forecast, right? No, but they'll be airing this tonight. It's a segment. The segment will be aired tonight. No, it's fine. I'll just start over. Just roll back the teleprompter. Delete everything I already said. No, it's fine. I'll just swing it. It's fine. I'll just swing it. Are you ready? All right. A map's upside down. All right. Action. Right. Good. Today we saw rain develop across the Midwest and up through the New England, of course. Right? You already know that thing has already happened. And scattered showers have already happened throughout the south parts and the Great Plains, or the Plain States, not the Great Plains. That's God. So I suppose you already know that it happened to rain in your region of the world. So I'm sorry. Right. God Almighty. All right. There will be, or currently is, a rather cold front that is coming in and rapidly descending down towards your region here. It's coming down into, I mean, you've probably seen it already because it's already happened. But hey, Las Vegas, it's coming your way right this very minute. Wait, no. It is there right now. It's not coming your way. It's almost over. God. Oh. Never mind. Give it, take it a bit. Just look outside your window. It's either be snowing or raining or something. And well, back to you, Regina Phalange. Right, mate. Butcher. What? This just not going to work. It's not going to work.
And that's today's weather tonight. Moving on to our final segment, sports. Here with us from the Today's News Tonight Sports Desk is Anita Hugginkiss. Welcome, Anita.
Hey there, Regina. Glad to be here. But I'm sorry to have to tell you, I've got some bad news to report.
Anita, what's that?
Well, actually, I have nothing to report.
Why is that?
Well, as you know, we're following several live sporting events tonight, but none of them are quite finished yet. Turns out most sporting events are scheduled for nightly primetime viewing, and thus they're all still underway tonight. So we've no final scores to report for you just yet. The match between the Pacers and Celtics is currently in the third quarter of play. Players from the U of G and Nebraska are currently in their locker rooms at halftime. And for our West Coast audience, the rivalry game between Hawaii and Northern Oregon has yet to tip off. So unfortunately, I've got nothing for you. Can we try again tomorrow night?
No, this is Today's News Tonight. The people want to know the final scores. We need to see those highlight reels, Anita.
Okay, how about this? I can give you yesterday's final scores tonight, but unfortunately we don't have any highlight reels to hang along with it, since it all happened yesterday and we only began taping today. Well, tonight, that is.
No, that won't do.
Well, I'm not sure what else I can offer you, Regina, unless it's tonight highlights reels tomorrow.
Just never mind. Thank you, Anita. Okay, back to me. Yeah, thank you, Anita. And that concludes to our very first and possibly very last broadcast. This is Regina Phalange signing off, wishing you a very happy night and a much brighter today. What? That's a terrible sign off. How can it be a brighter today when it's already